Okay, here I go. I'm nervous about this one. So I believe it's World Mental Health Day. So I just wanted to talk to you guys and tell you that I had another really bad episode. So look, I have been diagnosed with complex PTSD, and I know I feel self-conscious even saying that because I thought that PTSD could only be for combat veterans and stuff, but for whatever reasons, I have it. So last weekend, I got to do my second show in 5.5 years at the Mirage in Las Vegas, and it was just heaven. The audience was amazing. I got a standing ovation. I just love doing stand up. I love performing. So, and I had a bunch of friends come support me, and it meant the world. So imagine my surprise when Sunday morning I woke up at 6 a.m. with really like one of my worst attacks I've had. So I call them attacks because episodes doesn't even like really seem to be enough. Now, I'm so afraid to say any of this because in my business, I'm old school, right? I'm afraid that if I reveal that I'm dealing with this stuff, buyers won't hire me or agents or managers will be scared of me or something. Although I now have an agent and a manager, and they're great. And I'm hoping, honestly, like people like Pete Davidson and John Mulaney talk about this stuff, and people accept it with them. So I'm hoping it's the same for me, even though I'm a girl. So I'm not sure why this one came about, but I woke up at 6 in the morning, and what happens first is it starts in my extremities. So extreme sweat in my hands, bottoms of my feet, my butt crack, and the sheets were drenched. The bed was drenched. So obviously I knew that was bad. And then within about a minute, the full attack came on. And what happens is I start vomiting, and I am filled with terror, absolute terror. I get a really sad song on a loop in my head, and I try to use different words in my head, and I try to get it out of my head because it'll be like a really, really sad song, like Linda Ronstadt's Long, Long Time or something. A song that's beautiful that I love, but I can't get out of my head. I have such extreme pain in my body. Like I said, body aches is kind of an understatement, but I actually have like sciatica and arthritis anyway, and it just is magnified. So my limbs hurt really, really bad, and I can't do anything. So I'm gonna liken it to an epileptic seizure, and I am not saying what I have is as serious as epilepsy. I'm not saying that, but I actually have worked with two people that have epilepsy, and I know that when they are in an episode, there's nothing you can do for them. You know, the myth of like put a wallet in their mouth, that's a myth. They could break their teeth. So you put the person on their side, and unfortunately, they just have to ride it out. So the reason I bring that up is when I'm in one of these episodes, one of the reasons I'm filled with terror is I've never had one that's like 20 minutes or an hour. This one was 14 hours. They're usually about 12 to 14 hours. And that's one of the things that compounds my terror. And my poor husband was like, sit up and maybe you'll feel better. I can't even sit up. I can't explain why. It's too painful and I'm too shaky, and I shake. I get like a really bad tremor. Sorry about the leaf blowers. And I can't eat or drink. Like even a few sips of water hurts. Hold on, I'm gonna close the door for a sec. Hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know why I can't drink water. I can't. It just makes me vomit. So as the day goes on, I get more depleted, and I guess that's what exacerbates the body pains. So that evening, I was able to get a nurse to come to my room at the Mirage and give me IV fluids, and that really helps a lot. So I was able to actually eat after that at about 8 o'clock on Saturday night, and I'm still trying to figure out why would I have an attack when everything went so well. Look, I have theories I won't bore you with, but then the next morning, Sunday morning, when we're flying home, I wake up with another freaking attack. And you guys, I can't even tell you, I was just sobbing, like, are you kidding me? So it wasn't as bad. Usually the only thing I have the strength to do during these attacks is take a shower because I'm so stinky and gross. And so I was able to get on the plane and come home, and then somebody had to come to the house and give me IV fluids when I was home, and then the attack finally subsided. I was just exhausted on Monday, and today I'm completely fine. So once again, I'm scared to reveal this. I'm scared like my agents or managers will be like, don't put this stuff out there. But I actually would love to hear from you guys about how you deal with this sort of thing. I know that I'm not, special. I know that this, mental health issues take many, many forms. I did not start having these attacks until, a few years ago when a certain incident turned my life upside down. And then, I got cancer. And so, whatever. Maybe those are the reasons. But oddly enough, I never get them when I'm performing. And I don't get nervous when I'm on stage. I'm not saying my performances are perfect, but it's just interesting. There's something about being on stage or being, in an environment where I'm performing where I just feel at home. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I'm interested to hear your thoughts and your experiences. All right, thanks a lot.